Okay, so just going to go through a very quick overview of the AWS Trusted Advisor service. So from the main AWS webpage there, go through to under Administration and Security. Click on Trusted Advisor. So you'll come up with the Trusted Advisor dashboard there. So with this account that I've got here, it's a brand new account. There's not much inside it, so it won't really give us a lot of information, but it'll allow us to go through some of the options there and some of the features of this. So I just click on refresh there. Okay, so we've got here, there are some recommended actions. So it is a new account that we've just set up purely and simply for the lab, and you can see there's some recommended actions there. So very good action that you would want to do is put multi-factor authentication on the root account. And then that should be for any AWS account. We haven't on this one simply because it's not an account that we use for anything other than a lab. And also it's got some very good features there. So this is all part of the free service. And so Trusted Advisor goes through 4 sets of metrics. So the first one being cost optimization. Next is performance, then security, and fault tolerance. So just going into cost optimization here. So these checks are going to be available if you have a support plan with AWS, which is something that you would definitely have if you're in a corporate environment, and you would definitely take advantage of a Trusted Advisor, very good service. So let's go through that. So we can see here we have low utilization EC2 instances. So if you have some EC2 instances there that are not really getting any traffic, you might want to have a look at those and changing those. Idle load balances, EBS volumes. You might have some EBS volumes that are not attached to any instance and not being used. Same with elastic IP addresses, idle RDS instances, poor latency resource record sets, reserved instance optimization. So some really good stuff there for cost optimization. So if you're in an organization that has a very complex infrastructure and they're using a lot of AWS services, and they have people that are within the organization that are creating services on the fly. They might have developers that create EC2 instances and then forget to shut them down and this sort of thing. It's a really good tool to use to identify where the costs are being lost and to clean that up. So very good there for cost optimization. We look here in performance, so we go through again a number of things there. So just for a free service, it'll just identify if you're utilizing over 80% of your service limits on any of these services. But if you have a support plan, there is a whole heap of other stuff there that you can look at in increasing the performance. For example, high utilization EC2 instances, you might want to increase that or put an elastic load balancer in front of that or whatever. So a lot of ideas there to get better performance out of your infrastructure. Then we look at security. So again, in the free account, we do get some good security checks there. So multi-factor authentication on your root account, you really do want to have that happening. IAM use, so you want to take advantage of having IAM users and groups and roles for your people that are accessing AWS resources. Security groups, so this is a very, very good one. So if you have security groups that have specific ports that are unrestricted, and this can happen quite a bit if you use an AMI from somewhere, a community AMI or a marketplace AMI, and you just select the security group that they provide with that. It's not a good idea. It's best to use your own security groups depending on what the application is going to be, whether it's a web server or whatever, and utilize that. So if you have a support plan, there's some good stuff there. So we can look at S3 bucket permissions, password policy. Do you have a password policy enabled? AWS CloudTrail logging, again, that's another service that's very good if you have a complex infrastructure with a lot of people coming in and out of the organization, so keeping track of that's quite good. So a lot of good stuff there to increase security of your infrastructure, very good. So moving on to fault tolerance. and there's nothing there for a free service, but if you have the support plan, again, there's quite a bit there. So looking at the age of your snapshots of your EBS, so making sure they're current, availability zone balances, load balancer optimization. So there's quite a bit there. Your Amazon RDS backups, what are the currency of those, whether you've got automated backups on and that sort of thing. So some good stuff there for creating fault tolerance within your infrastructure. So we can now have a look at the preferences. So click on preferences, and what this allows us to do is to have weekly emails delivered from Trusted Advisor service that will give us a snapshot of everything that's going on with our infrastructure, and then we can have those sent to our billing contacts or security contact or whatever who are set up in our accounts, and that's again a very good service, so that you can have that delivered through to your inbox on a regular basis. So that was just a very quick fly through of Trusted Advisor, a great service. You need to take advantage of that service if you are managing any sort of complex infrastructure, and even if you're not, just even if it's a personal infrastructure that you've got, keeping track of costs and making sure everything is secure is a great thing. I'll see you in the next lab.